Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going upwards from super featherweight, junior lightweight to lightweight. Now, before I go on, you may ask, what makes a fighter a superstar? Well, a superstar is not only a superstar based on his talent alone, or his skills, or his craft. A superstar also puts on great performances, builds a record and a resume that's great, has a great personality that their promoter can really vibe with and align with. Okay, so we have what is called prospects, which could become champions, true champions. They can be called superstars. Okay, and that's when they've beaten a number of known elite fighters. Okay, that's what makes them superstars. Let's go on. So we're going to look at one potential superstar, and mainly because of one of the mega fights that he had. So in the lightweight division, we have a superstar or potential superstar in Terence Crawford. Excuse me. Terence Crawford fought the great Yuriorkis Gamboa. It was a fight that was a super fight. It was great. Yuriorkis Gamboa was the super featherweight champion, and he moved up in weight to fight Terence Crawford. Yuriorkis Gamboa hadn't fought in a long time because of problems with his promotional company, the law, and the fact that he was so dreaded, like Guillermo Rigondeaux. No one wanted to fight him. He's a Cuban fighter. So he finally gets a fight with Terence Crawford, who's much bigger than him, has been lightweight much longer than him, has a lot of good skill sets, and Gamboa put on a great fight early in the fight, the first 4 rounds. He was eventually stopped by Terence Crawford in a very exciting fight in Terence Crawford's hometown. A lot of the odds were against Yuriorkis Gamboa. However, that blew up Terence Crawford into a superstardom. He did go into Scotland and take the WBO title from the then Scottish guy, which I forgot his name right now. He beat him in Scotland, so Terence Crawford hasn't had an easy road. But a lot of people said he was boring, etc., etc., etc. But he's very skilled. So he's on the verge of becoming a superstar. If he can find another superstar or undefeated up-and-coming prospect to beat, like somebody like Omar Figueroa, for example. But the question is, will Omar Figueroa fight Terence Crawford? The record of Terence Crawford is he has 24 wins, 17 knockouts, no defeats. His last fight was March this year. Omar Figueroa has 24 wins, 1 draw, 18 knockouts. And his last fight was January this year. It's not absolutely true, but it's probably his last legitimate defense was January this year. He would have to fight Jorge Linares, who's the #1 contender for his belt. He's WBC, Terence Crawford's WBO. Mickey Bey won what I consider a controversial decision to Miguel Vasquez, who is the long-standing, long-reigning champion, IBF champion in that division. But he's the champion now, which is great for him. He has 21 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 1 no contest, 10 knockouts. Okay? And he just fought September this year for that title. The other person who not many people know, but he's quite an excellent boxer, he's also very tall for his weight class, is Richard Abril from Cuba. Slick, skilled. 19 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 8 wins by knockout. And he defended February 26, 2013 last year. Nobody really knows Dalis Perez, but you should look him up. He's the interim champion from Colombia. He has 30 wins, 1 loss, 19 wins by knockout. And he defended this year, June this year. Okay? Now, I haven't mentioned much about the Ring Magazine's commencement people. The ring, remember, basically ranks you based on who you've beaten in your division, who is considered on their list. So nobody's considered on their list right now, so that's why the ring is vacant for these guys. However, Guillermo Rigondeaux is mentioned in the ring as the #1 Ring Magazine's the #1 rated fighter in his division. Okay, and if you scroll down, Roman Gonzalez is the #1 ranked guy by Ring Magazine in his division. Same thing for Donnie Nietis of the Philippines. Okay, so let's move on to the next division, shall we?